Yeah, I know I'm supposed to do a video about how Hunter is the new Zuko, or isn't he? But I got some new light novels for a belated birthday gift, so I decided to review one of them because I already read one. So yeah, I'm not that well versed with the whole SCP fandom. The most I know is from this one TikToker who portrays an SCP researcher. So tell me why I got a light novel based around the whole SCP Foundation thing. I don't know, but I started to read it. At the beginning, the main character's name is blacked out, like restricted text. In all honesty, that annoys the shit out of me. Sure, I've read some light novels with the protag name at the very beginning, Looking at You reincarnated as a dragon hatchling volume 1. How am I supposed to gain an emotional bond? Take magic user reborn in another world as a Max the Whole Wizard. I absolutely love this series, even if it's been about 2 years since a new book has been released in the series. Hell, Seven Seas Entertainment has yet to be released for Volume 4 since late 2020. The next one won't be released in 2023. Like at first it was 2021, then 2022, now it's 2023. Like, I've heard of light novels being cancelled mid-series, but they keep saying later and later. Don't give me hope. Anyway, the MCs of that series gives us his name, like the name before he was reincarnated, and his makeshift character name, as well as insight to his personality from the very beginning. In this book, his name is redacted, and all we know about the protag is SCP light novel is that he's easily flustered. He's a passive and an active character. Like, honestly, I'm pretty sure you could just take the protagonist out of the series and it would still be the same. Like, you can only hear his thoughts, and sometimes it is implied that he said it out loud. Sometimes, actually quite a lot. I get confused if I'm reading the MC's thought or not. Another thing is the timeline of the story. I mean, yeah, it's linear, but there are huge time skips, which is like, when did that happen? For example, there's this one storyline where one researcher accidentally turned another researcher into a solid man made out of gold, and she was in love with that researcher. At the very end of that specific plotline, the gold dude broke the researcher's heart, but she didn't know he was made out of gold. He had fake skin that was peeling off his face. And, like, he wasn't the same man she fell in love with. But then, like, at the very last two sentences of that chapter, he changes his mind and go after her. The next chapter then jumps where the two researchers were dating, and then the whole turning into gold thing was forgotten. Like, yeah, it's mentioned he was made from gold now, and she knew. But, like, how did that resolve? How did they start dating? It's like, yeah, they wanted to date at first, but that's just, it's total bull. Then it turns out that the main character is in a parallel world, and then several months have passed. Then he went home after, like, a minute has passed in his world. Like, wouldn't his parents notice if he was grown and matured so quickly? Yeah, I mean, like, you can't, like, grow. I don't know. Dudes are weird. They, like, have growth spurts. We don't know if he had his growth spurts. Everything's just confusing with this. And not only that, he started on how quickly MC was able to accept that he was leaving his family behind. And then, after he went back, he thought about leaving again. Or how the MC, who is 16 years old, witnessed a dude getting his head ripped off their body, and then the head was inflated like a balloon. And then he cries for 1.5 seconds before being okay afterwards. Plus, he goes on about how he saw other horrors, but, like, there's nothing. It's just a single sentence. No scenes where about his tests the other SCP things he was roped into. From what he saw, he should be at least having some nightmares. But the single most annoying thing about this, it was set up to be a series, but it only has one volume. You might be thinking, so it's a new series. Why so bent out of shape? The book was released in early 2020, technically in 2019 for digital. And there's no sequel to look forward to. No redeeming continuation. Nada. Plus, it feels a bit rushed. All in all, I give this light novel about 2.5 cameras out of 5. The only reason it got that high of a score is because of this one story was gory, and I love the gore, but it's mild gore, which is but it's also very interesting. But thank you for watching. Down in the description below is a link to my Patreon. You could, consider joining. I'm not going to force y'all. But thanks for listening to this video. And I might do another review about another light novel. It all depends. Well, bye my little nerdlings.